Hello YouTube, how are you doing? Yes, great to be back and welcome to another of Riff's Watch shows. Yes, I've got some interesting stuff going on for you today, and we have puppies, but perhaps not quite what you expected. Yes, meet Holly Dog. Yes, she's a bit shy and retiring. Oh, we've got another puppy here as well, look at this. She's a bit shy and retiring. She's an old retired racing greyhound, and she's spent most of her life at the track or in a kennel, so she's not really used to being on YouTube, so she asks for your forbearance, shall we say. But here she is. Come on in. Anyway, that's enough of her. We've got a little bit of a little puppy who's here, and she wants to be in amongst it, of course, as always, because puppies just love to be on the show, don't they? Look, what's this? What's this? It's you, that is? Yeah. Oh, no, what's that going on in the background? It's interesting, isn't it? Anyway, so, guys, I want to tell you about what I've been thinking, or my thoughts for this channel, because I don't want this channel just to be a run-of-the-mill watch review channel. There's a lot of those out there, some very, very, very high quality ones, some that I wouldn't be able to match. And B, I don't want to be doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. You'll have noticed in my collaborations with Sam of the Casual Watch Reviewer, we've been doing the No BS Watch show. And that seems to have gone down very, very well. So clearly I'm going to be using that as to inform what I do with this channel. Of course, I will be talking about watches, and I will be talking about various types of watches, and I will be going through certain specs, etc. But I think I'm going to be looking at a more practical application of the watch. I'm very much more into the affordable utilitarian tool watch. Luxury watches are things that have escaped me and probably will continue to do so. So I have less input into those than perhaps I otherwise might. And there are plenty who do deal with the higher end luxury watches. So clearly, I think I need to be looking in a different direction. Today we should do. We should rub puppy head out. That's my ear. Okay, yes, I'm obviously not giving enough attention. Today I am wearing my G-Shock. Let's see if we can get that into focus. Not quite. There we go. That's my GW 3000 MAER. Which is a hell of a mouthful for a model, but G-Shock makes so many different models. I think I'm going to talk a little bit about this today, as a kind of follow-up on my what do I want from a watch piece that I did the other day. And I think this is a wonderful watch, but it does suffer from far too busy a dial and far too many functions for me to be comfortably aware with. And certainly I drew on this when I love this watch, but I drew on this as one of my examples, whilst not naming it specifically. I have got other watches that have a similar issue, but yes, I think that's kind of important, that watches need to be legible and they need to be usable, and if you forget how many functions they've got, then you're only getting part of the use of the watch, and that seems to be somewhat silly. So we'll get into the detail of the watch in due course, and I'll go through some of its features and functions. Oh, puppies, are you bored now? No, come on, look, the audience is over there, look, over there. There you go. See? Oh yes, that's it. What's over there? What's that? What's that? All these things going on, you see. Puppies need to see what's going on all the time. So where was I? Yes, sorry, rudely interrupted by a puppy. Yeah, I'll get into the detail of the watch in a few moments, I think, and talk through some of its features and functions, etc. I want to be more the features and benefits guy rather than the actual review. When I see items that are absolutely crap, then I will be more than happy to tell you so. I don't mince my words particularly. I do try and tell it how it is. That sometimes wins me few friends or favours, but I'd much rather be straight and not mince my words than otherwise. So, okay, let's flip the camera and see what we've got. Okay, so here is the watch up close and personal, so to speak, and I hope you can see that okay. Yeah, it's got a clear enough dial with the Arabic numerals at the quarters, 12, 3 and 6, and the date at the just below the 4 o'clock position, or between 4 and 5. It's also got the day of the week on the left, so that's where the 9 o'clock would normally be, and I don't know if you can see that, but that marker is particularly difficult to see. And it's also got a stopwatch function, chronograph, running seconds, and various other different seconds. It's but it's a bulky watch. It's got 4 buttons. If I can just swivel that round, you see you've got 2 buttons on that side, one there, and then you've got exactly the same on the other side. So you've got, you've got 4 different function buttons. Without referring back to the instructions, I honestly can't remember what they all do. I only use a chronograph function or chronometer function rarely. Maybe if I'm doing sort of like outdoor photography and I want to time an exposure, and I don't have a remote or something set up to do so. In which case I might use it, but then I would probably take a mechanical, because that level of precision is probably not necessary. So yeah, it is a lovely watch. I do really enjoy it, and I get a lot of fun out of it. And I love the way that the bezel, although it's not functional in itself, other than to the fact that it protects the glass, which is slightly below the level of the rest of the watch. So the bezel is doing a great job of protecting it, and it's a chunky, beefy old case. So yes, it can take a licking, but I'm not going to steal anybody else's phraseology, shall we say. So I'm not going to continue with that one. Yeah, I think it's got plenty to recommend it. But it is better suited, I think, to somebody who lives a very active lifestyle, doesn't have too many watches, so that would be their main daily tool watch. For me, of course, that's not always the case. But, I'm perhaps, like many of you, I would imagine, who are watching this, perhaps less typical of your average watch owner. You may disagree, but that's fine. If you do, then I'd love to read your comments in posts below and see what you think and see what your take is. Anyway, all right, let's flip back and we'll wind up, shall we? And as you can see, it fits beautifully on my 3-inch wrist. So yes, it is a really good fit and very comfy as well. So there you have it. That was my take on my G-Shock, which is a really utilitarian tool. I've got to say, I do love it. When I'm out and about, with walking the dogs, or doing silly things where it may get knocked, beaten up, dinked or whatever, it will be one of my go-to watches, because it's relatively inexpensive. It can take a bit of a beating, and it's designed to do that. It's designed to be utilitarian without falling apart if you sneeze on it. So that's completely important, I think. It's just that, if I'm completely honest, I don't use half the functions on it. Perhaps that's because, as a collector of watches, I have so many that I don't remember. If this was my only watch, perhaps I would be much better at knowing what's going, what it does and what it's capable of. I think that's probably a fair comment. If you've only got this one watch, yeah, you shouldn't really need to look at it. I will say, and I will try and link in the description, I will say that the instruction manual is horrendous on this. It comes with a little booklet that is tiny and full of translated Japanese speak, which doesn't make a lot of sense, and it's, of course, it comes in every language possible. So it's a huge volume, but it's tiny print, really cheap quality paper, and is not very enlightening. In fact, when I first bought this and I set it up, I had to actually go and download a particular instruction set, which I think is not particularly for this model. It does cover other models, which is strange. But yeah, we got there in the end, and I will try and link to that downloaded one so you can see for yourself. So there you go, we've got Puppy back again. Look, she's wanting fuss and attention. This is my life, by the way. Yeah, if you're wondering, this doesn't stop when the camera goes off. No, this is, yeah. Unless she's asleep or eating or going for a walk, this is what we do an awful lot of the time. But I'm not complaining. There are worse things to have in your life than a little puppy that wants lots of fuss and attention, don't you think? Anyway, alright, that's it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. One final point before I go. If you think that there is something you would like me to do in this channel, if you think that you can think of a purpose for this channel, then I will be very happy to entertain any suggestions that you put. So do please like, comment, subscribe, and perhaps, I tell you what I'll do, I make these and I have some of them on Etsy, so I tell you what I'll do is I will go to send this one is a shark's jawbone Mad Max style paracord. I tell you what I'll do, I will pin what I think is the best comment, and then once I've done that, if you you'll see when it's pinned because you'll be checking back regularly, I hope. Yes. If you see that, then you can get in touch with me and I will make you one and send it to you as a prize for coming up with the best suggestion. How's that? Just a little token gesture. Yeah, so you've got, somebody has a chance of winning something here. How about that? Spontaneous competitions. That went well, didn't it? Anyway, that's it from me, guys. Thanks again for watching, and remember, as always, be very good to yourselves. Take care. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.